There is a blockade against Gaza because at least the idea is to make it harder for Hamas and their supporters to attack Israel. Hamas has demonstrated over and over and over again that their sole agenda is to spill Israeli blood. I'll take for an example the Gaza war. The Israeli government did not even say boo in their general direction until they had already shot almost 7,000 missiles into Israel. Israel pulled out of Gaza in an attempt to make peace, the same way they pulled out of what was formerly Egyptian land. They pulled out. They pulled back even from Jordan, and they have been in constant negotiation with the Syrians, because technically a state of war still exists between Israel and Syria, over the Golan region. Unfortunately, and let us not forget, Lebanon. Israel only went into Lebanon in the 80s for the same reason they did a few years ago. Hezbollah, a proxy army of Iran, was showering the Israeli north border with rockets. There is no other country on earth that is expected to put up with continual attack and not respond. However, getting back to the blockade, in Gaza, you are dealing with a government that really overthrew the other government. They called it an election, but they were overthrown. There was lots of footage floating around of Fatah members being beaten, humiliated, and paraded through the streets of Gaza. Anybody who was even seen as trying to make any form of peace or compromise with Israel is summarily executed by Hamas. The reason that Israel does not want Hamas getting their hands on cement, which was one of the things in this so-called flotilla deal, is that Hamas builds bunkers with them. They don't build schools. As far as Hamas is concerned, schools are things to be used as rocket launchers. They like to shoot rockets from on top of schools or hospitals or anything civilian, particularly where children are involved, because they know perfectly well that if they shoot a missile from a location in Israel, Israel will respond. They use their citizens as pawns, cannon fodder, I believe is what the English might say. This blockade is there for the same reason that the wall was built around them. As long as these people are exporting violence and hatred, they will be isolated. Israel has every right to keep their citizens from being blown up or killed or mutilated or worse. That blockade serves the same purpose as the freaking wall serves. It makes it a little bit, not entirely, but a little bit easier for Israel to keep weapons out of the hands of people who want to attack Israel.